Hey everyone, it's me again. You know, what was it? Oh yeah, I have talked about, some of the music I like in a couple of my videos. For example, that long rant video, mentioned, stuff. Can't remember exactly all that I mentioned, but I think I mentioned Slipknot at least once during that video. And, as for other stuff like that, I've mentioned that I like Slipknot in, another one of my videos that I made, more recently than that one. But Slipknot is not the only band that I like. Now, as for, what I listen to, I like to listen to a lot of stuff that isn't really played on the radio too much, because, well, quite frankly, I'm not really much into, what's currently popular. What I mean by that is, back during the 90s, there was a boy band thing. I didn't like boy bands during the 90s because, they were popular during the 90s. Now, I'm not saying I like them now, I'm not saying I don't like them. I'm just saying that is an example. During the 90s, I did not like NSYNC, 98 Degrees, Backstreet Boys, Aaron Carter. Speaking of which, Aaron Carter in the 90s is the equivalent of Justin Bieber today. Crappy and famous because of somebody else. Aaron Carter was famous because of his brother Nick Carter, who was in one of those boy bands, and Justin Bieber was actually found, doing whatever on, YouTube by some other rapper. I don't even know who it is that actually, quote-unquote discovered Justin Bieber. Personally, I don't care. But I don't like Justin Bieber. I never liked Aaron Carter. Lady Gaga, I don't like. I mean, I can, sit through one of her songs. I don't mind sitting through one of her songs if there's nothing else on the radio. But I like so much music that it's kind of difficult for there to be nothing on the radio. And even then, I've got an iPod that I can hook up to my car stereo and have my iPod play on the car stereo. So then I can just listen to whatever I want. Anyway, I got off track there. I was talking about what music I liked and what I didn't like. An example of what I like right now is, Queens of the Stone Age, Radiohead. Those are a couple examples. Why? They're different than what I hear on the radio. I hear a lot of stuff on the radio like Metallica on the stations that I listen to a lot. I hear a lot of Metallica. I hear a lot of Korn. Now, Metallica and Korn, I like. but it's one of those bands where I don't really like to listen to them because they're played on the radio so much. Now, Metallica, I actually like Saint Anger, just because they don't really play anything off of Metallica's Saint Anger CD at all on the radio. So I listen to that one occasionally. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of other stuff. Then I don't really listen to country radio stations because I really can't, I'm not really much of a radio person. I'm more CDs and iPod and that stuff, because I like to listen to what I want to listen to, not some crap, some good stuff, and a bunch of commercials. So, as for country, I don't really have much. Same thing with, jazz, blues, all that stuff. I've got a lot of rock CDs. Radiohead, Queen, Korn, Slipknot. I've got every Korn CD, every Slipknot CD, every Stone Sour CD. I've even got Stone Sour's Live in Moscow CD, which I haven't been able to find anywhere in stores. Kitty is another band. I like Kitty because they don't play Kitty on the radio at all around where I live, at least not from what I've heard. And then, there's a radio station that plays, everything from basically the 70s on. I don't really listen to that one too much, so I don't know what's on that station. So, all I can say is I'll basically listen to that one occasionally if I tune into the station there at the right time. Anyway. I like, just a bunch of random stuff that, some of it's real popular, some of it nobody's heard of. Tractor Bowling is another good one. Russian nu metal. I don't know how I found it on YouTube, but I found it and I've liked their music, but I have not been able to find one of their CDs in the US at all. But speaking of, stuff I like, I own every Korn CD. I've said that before. But I don't really listen to their music. Why? Because they're played so much on the radio. Now, I said I don't really listen to the radio. I used to listen to it a lot. And about a year and a half ago, maybe closer to a year ago, I stopped listening to the radio. Because they played the same music over and over and over again. And I figured, if I'm going to be listening to the same music, I may as well listen to shit that I like. But then I also realized that they played Korn at that time, over and over and over again. So I just, stopped listening to Korn gradually, and then they released their new CD. It's the self-titled, Korn 3, Remember Who You Are. I don't really listen to I haven't even heard that whole one all the way through. I haven't even heard their original self-titled all the way through. Otherwise, the original CD that got me hooked on Korn was Untouchables. Unfortunately, it was the censored version. So I've never really actually heard the uncensored version of any of the songs on that CD, because YouTube likes the censored version. The radio likes the censored version, and the CD I have has the censored version, and nobody I know seems to listen to the same kind of music I listen to. Now, every once in a while I will listen to Untouchables, but that's rarely. Every once in a while I'll listen to See You on the Other Side. I think Untouchables and See You on the Other Side are the only two I'll listen to out of what they have right now, just because everything is so overplayed. Anyway, I was going to use that to talk about something else, but I forgot what it was because I was rambling so much. Anyway. How many of you don't listen to, or try not to listen to, all the shit that's on the radio that's popular today? Just because it's popular doesn't necessarily make it good. There's a difference. And of course, every person has a different opinion, which makes it difficult to distinguish good music. I might call, like, for me, I personally call Lady Gaga not really too good. Just because, you know, I mean, she's still okay. It's just something I would never listen to if I had the choice. Justin Bieber, no. But those are my opinions. A lot of people like Lady Gaga. A lot of people like Justin Bieber. They seem like okay people to talk to from their, like, from what I've seen of their interviews, which isn't much. I've, like, been flipping through the channels and seen Justin Bieber talking about one of his songs or something that he's done, or Lady Gaga promoting, you know, whatever on her new album, and when they do that, they seem normal. But of course, half of it's just acting. So let me know what you think. What's your favorite music? I know I've asked this multiple times on other videos, but what's your favorite music and why? Leave me a comment or a video response. And I'll see you in my next video.